goaltender tonight?
We got Bob in that tonight.
I
Yeah, we'll see how he's doing here after the skate, so we'll figure that out.
who'd be coming out there?
Pardon me?
Who'd be coming out there?
Horny's coming out tonight.
I mean, we got
Yeah, just the load management a little bit here with him. So
this matchup, last time for the Leafs, pretty wild ones. We expect that this time around.
hopefully not that again. I mean, the result was great, but the headache and the gray hair weren't great. But fun hockey game for everybody else. Probably not. Again, I said not the coaches, but I expect a really good hockey game. They're a really, really good team, and they played us really well, as hard as anybody that we played against all season. So we better be ready to play.
Two teams bound for the playoffs. Both teams know they're going to be there once the playoffs start. Is there a little more juice to this one, knowing that this could be a matchup in a few weeks?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's kind of a bizarre, kind of timeless schedule here for everybody. I think you're cognizant of making sure you're ready in 10 days. But once the puck drops, the competitive juices flow, and for everybody. And I think both teams would like to put a good show on and play a good hockey game and keep building for the next week.
Bruno, why do you think, and it's tough this time of year to have things locked up, and you see teams all the time, losing games, Colorado loses to Seattle. Why is your group not slipped here over the last few weeks at all?
Well, I mean, I'm pretty spoiled in the fact that we got 4 lines that can score, in different nights. Maybe one line doesn't have it, somebody picks up the slack. And again, I've said all year, this is a competitive group I've ever been around. They may not have it, but they seem to find a way to get something done. And we maybe didn't play our best games, a lot of those games, but their will to push themselves to get wins or to get goals has been uncanny. And a lot of the guys, and again, a lot of guys have great years, but I think just that push and that will to succeed.
Coach, having left up the top seed in the East, how important is the President's Trophy, or do you look at more as makes some sense to rest guys, get ready, as you said, in 10 days, rather than worry about maybe home ice or something way down the road?
Yeah, I think you're just trying to play and win the day, and I think that's been our attitude all season, right from what everything that happened early, and we're just kind of grinding and trying to win every game we play. And we're aware. For me, it's more important, besides the rest, besides all those things, is that our game is where we want it to be, and we're feeling the way that we need to be to compete, because we all know the real season starts next week, or following week, and we want to make sure we're ready to go.
Since the trade deadline, how do you feel that Ben's fit in with you guys? I know it's tough to get in a new defenseman and stuff, but it seems like pretty good.
Yeah, I think he's it's a tough transition. I think we play a little bit different than a lot of teams, and we're asked to do some things that are maybe outside the box here a little bit for him, playing in Winnipeg and Montreal, and kind of playing a different kind of style of hockey. So he's done an unbelievable job of adapting. We feel he's getting better every game. It's a lot to ask, and I think he's starting to figure it out. I think he's having fun. And as a personality, as a leader, he fits really well in our group.
You can knock on that wood there if you want, but the penalties haven't been there for him. I mean, that was kind of the knock, that he would take some penalties, but it doesn't seem like the stick's been good.
Yeah.
Been good,
Yeah. And again, we play a little bit different. He's asked to do some different things, but he's as strong as he's made for the playoffs, and he's that type of player, and we're really lucky to have him.
Yeah, you look at him last year, the minutes that he shoot up. How much was that? I'm sure that was a huge factor in acquiring him.
Yeah, and I coached against him in Winnipeg, and saw him play a lot there too. We played a playoff series, and he was a heavy, hard guy to play against, hard guy to find space on. So, and you guys watched him last year in the Montreal Toronto series, and all through that playoff run, how good he was. So, I think that's the identity of his game, and we're lucky to have him again.
Bruno, any update on Pregame?
He's day to day. He didn't skate today. Maybe he'll skate tomorrow. Nothing long term.
I would just describe the season Joe Thornton's having, and what is his personality for the room culture?
I mean, Joe's great, and he's such an infectious guy. The love of the game. I mean, he plays for one thing, and that's the love of the game, and love being around the players. And he's brought a ray of light every day. There's no down days with Joe. Everything's good, everything's fun, and he's been healthy for a group. And he knows when to button it down, and when he talks, everybody listens. But he's been tremendous. Unfortunately, as being a deep team as we haven't got him in as much as you'd like to. But he's been an unbelievable professional, and an unbelievable guy to be around.
How hard
has that, you think, been for him?
I'm sure it's hard. He'll probably say it's okay, but we've all been scratched, and it's never fun, even at his age, and he still can contribute. And we saw it the other night, and so it's hard. But I think he sees the greater purpose of this group and the greater purpose of, you know, the eye on the big prize. I think for him to end his career, or even if he plays next year, he wants to get one of them. And I think he sees that with our group, and he's been pushing us not only on the ice but inside the locker room to get there. Yeah. Is he in tonight? I'm not sure yet. Yeah. Well, he's a ridiculous player. Yeah. He's just so smart and really sneaky competitive. His IQ is off the charts, and what he can do, how he sees the ice, how he defends, which for me has been, you know, you watch him enough over the years and on TV, but you see live game in and game out, and the, you know, a little bit like Datsuk, how his ability to strip pucks and on pucks all the time, and very deceptive in everything he does. He doesn't get nearly the credit he deserves. He's a wonderful player.
The 4 games left, jumping to the right there, that top of the scoring list. I mean, how exciting would it be for this organization to see him, you know, finish as the NHL's top scorer? Yeah,
it'd be great. Unfortunately, Connor doesn't have any nights off, and throws up 3 last night. But I think it'd be a wonderful achievement. It's not the be all end all. And I think UB knows that. I think he likes being in the race, and he's had a terrific season. If it happens, it happens. But I think he's very committed to the bigger picture and to make sure we're ready to go next week and 10 days. And so I think he's cognizant of that.
But, absolutely. But still, your trophy case here floor is not that full. You got Pavel Bure, you got a couple rookie of the years, you got a Barkov now. But how nice would it be for some of these guys to get some of those individual awards?
I think it'd be great. You know, I think with Eki getting hurt too, he could have been, in my opinion, right up there. UB should have some hard considerations, if not one of the front runners. But yeah, I think for our franchise and for the state of hockey here in Florida, the South Florida, to have that, I think would go a long way of, you know, bringing some attention to the Florida Panthers and to how good we played this year. So yeah, for sure, we'd love to get it, but if not, you know. Good.